Everybody stop what you're doing, please!
When it comes to remodeling and renovating your home, there is no better show on your radio. This is Around the House with Eric G.
Where's the hammer?
From your back fence to the sidewalk, Eric will tell you how to keep it all in tip-top shape while helping you save a buck while doing it. If you like DIY projects, it takes a lot of practice to get good at it, and Eric is here to guide the way.
Is it on the... Go up on the other floor. Somebody go up there and stop the hammering.
All that and more on the fastest 2 hours of home improvement radio.
These are the wrong plans. These are the old plans. Oh!
Welcome to
Stop it!
Around the House with Eric G.
Welcome to Around the House with Eric G's Pro Insider Special. This is where we talk about everything home improvement, interior design, construction related. And today we've got a special guest. We've got Mitch coming in from ThermaSol Showers. And these guys are amazing stuff. They are the original inventor of residential steam showers. And they have a long history. You know, they're so cool. I'm going to be putting them in my place because I could sure use that relaxing time after a hard day working, swinging a hammer, doing some construction around the house and doing my projects. So you know where that's going. Enough of me talking. Let's get out to Mitch. Now, I've got a special guest on the line right here. Mitch Altman, CEO of ThermaSol. And these guys have the coolest steam shower setup here. So cool, it's going to be going in my house. Mitch, welcome to Around the House, buddy.
Oh, thank you for having me, Eric. Glad to be here.
Man, thanks for coming on today. I really wanted to talk to you about this because it's amazing how far you guys have taken a good old steam shower. And, I mean, you guys have been doing this forever, and it's beautiful, the new stuff you guys have coming out.
Yeah, we're really excited about it. We put a lot of time, effort, and energy into leading the industry. And, yes, it's, a simple steam shower is back there, and that's the ultimate to the health and wellness that, that relaxation that you get from a steam, but all the technology and all the other what the consumer is looking for. And a lot of times I don't even know it's available, but they're quite surprised when they realize they can have all those kind of items in their shower.
No kidding. Well, you guys have been doing this since, 1958 or something?
Yes, sir. 60-plus years.
Man, and that's awesome. And you guys was it your grandfather that kind of built and installed the first kind of mini steam shower?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. In 1956, he was asked by a French diplomat if he could make a steam bath in his shower. And so he was a plumber at the time, DNA Plumbing. And my father and him put a boiler in the basement, ran tubing all the way up to his penthouse and piped it in. And the guy loved it, and he paid him $10,000 in 1956, which was more money than my grandfather he could ever imagine. And about 2 weeks later, a friend of this French diplomat called and said, "Can you do one for me?" And my grandfather says, "Well, maybe there's something to this deal here."
Considering a luxury car in 1958 was $5,000, that puts that into perspective.
Yeah, no, it was a boatload of money for them, and for anybody really at that time.
Well, and then that gave him the opportunity to go out and research how to do this right without having to put a boiler in the basement.
That's correct. He invented the mini electric steam bath generator.
And here we are today. Well, it's funny because right now I think in-home wellness is not a more popular subject in the world. I mean, we are living at home. We're not going out and hitting the hotels and the vacations. And so there's a huge trend of people wanting to fix up their own oasis. Since they're stuck at home, they might as well enjoy it.
I agree.
So, I want to talk a little bit about, since you guys are really the leader in kind of steam therapy, let's dive into this for a few minutes and talk about it, because I think it's a huge trend out there that is just going to get bigger and bigger in the coming years.
Look, steam is, like you said, steam's been around for, 1,000 years. And, the relaxation and that you get from taking a steam bath or steam shower it's really special. I mean, you not only relax, but it's a cleansing of your body. I liken it to a full body facial. So you're cleansing your body as well as the relaxation benefits you get from the heat and how that makes your body feel and helps you relax and takes all the stress and anxiety that you may have during the day and just allows you to totally get into yourself and also physically cleanse your body as well.
Man, that's great. It's good for your skin. It's good for everything else. And then, of course, you guys with your latest stuff drop in chromotherapy and aromatherapy, and you just kind of go for the trifecta with that.
Yes, we have a product that's our light, sound, and rain head where we incorporate in one piece lighting, which is chromotherapy, mood lighting, and white light. So there's no need for an additional shower light. You have all three of those lighting options in it. You have a music system that's also built into it. So you have your music for your shower, and you also have built-in rain head. So if you're doing like a wand, a shower head, and a rain head, now this particular product adds the rain head with your lighting and your music, and it's one piece. You don't have a bunch of pieces, holding up the ceiling of your shower, and you're into your chromotherapy, which is your 7 chakras of light. That's light therapy for healing, and then of course mood lighting for relaxation, and then white light for your daily use.
Yeah, it's super efficient because, as you know, on the repair side of things, any time in a steam shower that you have an intrusion coming through it, you've got potential for leakage and damage up there because steam likes to go everywhere. That's the beautiful part of it. And when you only have to put in one hole in the ceiling up there to put that in, that saves you a ton as far as having to worry about water intrusion down the road with a repair.
Yes, that's definitely another aspect. It's certainly one perforation in your shower is a much cleaner look, as well as an area that could be suspect to a leak.
Yeah, and as a designer as well, I don't have these things making a mess out of my shower design. Because if I've got a beautiful tile pattern up on the ceiling up there that is gorgeous, the last thing I like to do, the last thing I want to do is to have to put a bunch of hardware fixtures in the middle of a beautiful tile design. If I can put one in, that makes me super happy as a designer.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's definitely something that the designers have said they really would rather do than have, a set of speakers and then a light and then, a rain head as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on in that piece, and it's a clean piece, but it's certainly a very clean look.
Yeah, and on the designer side, the other problem I have is when I'm putting speakers and all these things together, trying to get things to actually match and look good can be a problem because the speaker manufacturer only makes so many different screens for the front of the speaker, and you get all these different things up there, and trying to make it look like you meant to do it can be difficult sometimes, and you guys came up with an all-in-one solution, which I think is absolutely brilliant.
Thank you very much. And it's a good point because the light music system, matches our 15 finishes, which match the industry finishes. So whatever hardware you have in the shower, our products will match that hardware.
And that is great. That is great. Well, you guys have done something too, which, I do a lot of speaking across the country every year with, and talk about a lot on my radio show, and podcast, but technology is a huge thing in the home these days, and you guys are really the main company that I've seen out there that have integrated smart home technology into your shower, experience. And I want to talk about that because that to me is the super fun part of what you can do in the shower with all the different apps and things that you can do.
Yes, yes, we've definitely gone to the next level with our ThermaTouch control, and it's an Android-based control. Nobody has put an Android-based control in the shower because to get that to function properly took a little bit of effort because we had to get past the fact that a droplet of water would activate the control. And so once we were able to work with our software vendor, we were able to get that and to work. So we're able to now take an Android-based control, i.e. everything your phone can do basically, and put it in the shower. So we control all the shower outlets So, for example, with our digital shower valve, you would have the shower valve in the wall. You would have your touch screen, and your touch screen would actually work your shower, your wand, your rain head. It's already, you can pre-program your temperature. You can pre-program the volume flow you want for your shower heads, and it remembers everything. So at just the touch of a button, your shower comes on at your temperature, your flow rate, and you control whatever outlet you want. That's in the shower function. And so then you would also, on the same control, be able to control, like we discussed, your lighting, your music, your steam, if you had steam in there as well. So it's either or. You could do both. You could do just the digital shower, or you could do just the steam shower. And you have one clean control that runs the whole shower. So you're eliminating all the fixture stuff to control the shower. So the diverter valves, the handles for the hot and cold, and you have, again, a very clean look where it's just one control controlling those options.
That's awesome.
Now, to go to the next step of relaxation and so forth, we have these tranquility scenes, and so there's 12 scenes, and you can pick a scene now where you have video and audio of a babbling brook, or a waterfall, or waves on a beach, or a fireplace, so that this creates a mood in the shower when you're relaxing, taking a steam, and so forth and so on. So we have those in the control as well. And then what you talked about with the App Store, because it's Android-based, we have a ThermaSol App Store, which has like 30 apps on it. They have news apps, music apps, relaxation apps, TV apps. So you could actually get in the shower, punch up ESPN in the morning if you're a sports fan, hit your shower and watch live ESPN, sports results or news in the morning, or hit Sirius XM and play your music.
Oh, man.
So it's a really, really neat control. It'll allow you to relax as much as you want or be as connected as much as you want.
See, I'm one of those weird people currently now, since I don't have anything like this in my shower currently, which we're going to be fixing really soon. And right now, I end up taking my phone and putting it on the back rack in there so I can listen to the news while I'm getting ready in the morning, because I'm trying to, like many people, trying to juggle so many different things. I'm trying to figure out what, damage report, what happened to the news last night, and I'm trying to just figure out what's going on in the world. And it's going to be nice because I won't have to do that. I'll be able to actually just do that right from the screen there and hear it in much better quality coming through the speaker overhead.
Absolutely.
And that is great.
It's certainly it's a neat product, and it's certainly advancing the shower area into our technological age. It's also Alexa compatible, by the way, so you can tell it to turn on through Alexa and change temperature and change the lighting and all that stuff as well.
Well, see, here's something that's interesting with that. That is so great for people that are like aging in place or have limited abilities, because you don't have to worry about picking out a shower handle that somebody with, maybe limited abilities or can't really turn a knob really well. They can all do it with their voice.
Absolutely. And remember, all the temperature is remembered in your setting. So you just basically say, turn on Bill's shower, and it will turn on at his temperature, and it doesn't have to touch a thing, doesn't have to fiddle with the with the valves or anything of that nature.
So for aging in place, ADA, that kind of stuff, it's the ultimate where you can use your voice or just touch a screen and go with it. I hadn't thought about, though, thinking back, I hadn't thought about having to come up with a screen that water could bounce of it without it thinking that something was touching it. That had to have been an interesting one. Yeah.
It was quite an effort, but we were able to accomplish it and still have good touch sensitivity. One of the other things that, when we're talking on the technology side now, what's interesting, also very interesting about the product is it's just like your phone, it updates over the internet. So as we add more apps, as we add more features, people that have the control from a year ago, say, they get updates for free.
Yeah.
They get updates we've added apps, we've added a feature. So you're not buying a control from 2019 because we're going to update it the end of 2020 or 5 times in between, and you're going to be up to date on your control in your house, just like on your phone.
Nice. So you can jump in the shower one day and go, wow, I got Hulu. This is cool. And off you go.
Well, we got Hulu now, but yes, you're correct.
Yep. But that's what I mean. It's one of those things that all of a sudden it's just fixed and you're good to go. So that is super cool. And what I like too is the way that mounts in there flush. It's really clean. I mean, it is a super clean install. And to give people to give people a visual, it's like mounting an iPad basically on the shower wall in a really clean, cool way of doing it.
Yes, absolutely. And we have 7-inch touchscreen and a 10-inch touchscreen.
Yeah, I've got the 10-inch going into mine. I'm looking forward to that.
We're planning on some bigger ones as well coming in the future. But right now we have a 7 and a 10, and it's a clean look. There's no question about it.
Yeah, so I wanted to talk a little bit about like retrofitting and stuff because, there's people out there building new homes, but there's also people that are just going to be putting in a new shower. And is this pretty easy, to come in and do a retrofit on somebody's existing home? You don't have to actually build it like you'd think you'd have to if you were actually going to be building out a brand new one.
Oh, I would say that most of our sales go to remodeled bathrooms, not new construction. So yes, if you're redoing your shower, it's very simple, especially with the digital shower valve, because the digital shower valve can be mounted up to 30 feet away from the shower.
Oh,
so
wow.
you could actually, it's a small box that houses the valves, and you could put that in a closet. You could put it behind the tile just like a traditional valve, but it doesn't have to be. And then you just simply need to run a pipe for the steam outlet. But if you're redoing your shower and you have the tile off and so forth, or even if you're doing it from behind the shower, it's very easy to retrofit your existing shower into a steam shower or a digital smart shower.
Nice. So if you've got that, kid's bedroom with the closet behind it, you've got some wall space to actually work with without having to go in and completely destroy that other side where you're doing it as a remodel.
Absolutely. That's absolutely correct. It's very easy to retrofit. You would need to get a steam door, but there's local companies that do that all day long, and the rest is pretty easy because the steam generator itself can go up to 50 feet away from the shower, so it could be mounted in an attic, a basement, in a vanity, in a closet up to 50 feet away. So you really just need to be able to put the pipe in for the steam outlet or the steam pipe going into the shower, so to speak. And that, like you said, can be done from behind the shower, like you said.
Yeah, that gives you so many options out there because, 50 feet in a house is a long run. And that gives you, that gives, and thinking back to all the, thousands of bathrooms that I've designed over the years, that gives every single house, I think there's not an excuse that I couldn't come up with something within 50 feet to put it in a corner someplace in a closet or an attic space or something like that. There's always something around that you can put that in.
Yes, it's a good amount of space, and it's not an issue.
That's great. That's great. Where do you see this going forward? I mean, with home technology like this, I mean, so many things are changing, but 5 years ago or 10 years ago, if you would have told me, we'll have a touch screen in the shower and you'll be able to hit that and you won't have shower valves, I probably would have looked at you with a little bit of the squint in the eye going, really? Are we that far into Star Trek? But it's absolutely amazing how far this is going just with apps. And now that you're into the digital world, there are so many things you can do with this.
Yeah, well, we're excited about what we have going now. And yes, we certainly, I think the shower is going to go to, well, I was always a fan of a clean look, and most of the designers I speak with are always fans of a clean look. So when we incorporate all the lighting and music and rain and the clean look, removing all the hardware for the valves, and being able to take your shower through the clean control from total relaxation and controlling it with your voice to total connectivity in a busy world, in your own space, in the privacy of your own home, is something that I think is has a well. It
Yeah.
definitely has a future, but that's the way I think it's going forward.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, and the other thing, too, is I like about you guys is you don't have a one box fits all. You have different units to fit. Steam showers are not all created equal as far as size and space that you're in. You've got some people that have little 36 by 42 ones with a 7-foot ceiling, or you get the ones that are the 7-foot showers that are 7 by 6, which are the big ones, which are almost its own little lifestyle space in there. There's so many different ways you can do it, but you guys have a steam generator that kind of works with so many different options out there.
Yes, we have many models, and it's based off the cubic foot of your shower, and so there's many models. And one of the unique things that we just came out with, which is called the Steamvection steam head, because when steam goes into a shower, it primarily goes towards the ceiling.
Sure.
Because steam rises. So we've designed a steam head that comes out and actually convects the room so that the room is the same temperature by your feet as it is on the ceiling. So you don't have hot and cold areas in the shower. If you were to stand up, it'd be hotter at your head than at your feet.
Yeah.
But with our new steam head, it's approximately the same temperature, so you have a much more even temperature in the room, which adds to the comfort when you're sitting in there taking a steam.
I've learned that going to the gym and different gyms that I've been members of over the years. Some of them are what I would say fairly poorly designed because it's that same thing. It seems like you got a 50-degree temperature variation between your head and your feet, and you guys have basically solved that with that.
Yes, we have solved that, and it's it's interesting. You think that you just pump steam into a room, but as you've been in the business for 60 years, you look to meet the needs of the consumer, your customers, and to create a better product. And even the way the steam enters the room and how the room convects is part of that comfort and part of the engineering that goes into our products.
That's amazing. How much maintenance is involved in the steam units? Are they pretty, other than some general cleaning, are they pretty much maintenance free?
Well, they're maintenance free, and the more you use them, the better off they are. Because they, a steam shower is a calcification machine to some extent. But the more you use them, the more the parts move, and the better off they are. If they sit, we have a power flush option where you push a button on the control and it'll actually clean the machine automatically, so to keep everything going. ThermaSol is the only company that has a lifetime warranty for parts and labor.
Nice.
Lifetime warranty, parts and labor, no questions asked. And we make that process easy if there ever is an issue.
Man, well, you guys have been around so long, you've seen as many years as you guys have been around. You've seen just about every situation thrown at a steam shower, sir. So they're, I'm sure, fully designed to handle that.
Well, we're on a constant drive for improvement, but yes, we're certainly way ahead of the game.
No kidding. That's just a lot of learned behaviors out. And I'm sure, like everything else in design and construction, everything else, there's always somebody throwing something at you that you scratch your head and go, I've never seen that before. But you guys got a really solid machine that's going to handle it.
Thank you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Mitch, anything else you want to talk about? Because, man, I'm loving this, and I can't wait to get my unit installed. It's sitting here in a box, and I just can't wait to get this remodel going because I'm jonesing to be using this shower.
Well, Eric, I think you're going to enjoy it very much, and I've truly appreciated the time to talk with you. And I think it was a great discussion.
Thanks, man, and I'll bring you back on after I get in there because then I'll probably have 100 different questions of how you design this, and we'll dive into the weeds on that as well once I really get to use it.
Super.
All right, man. Thanks for calling in. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for listening to Around the House with Eric G. and our Pro Insider. Every Thursday, you'll see this be coming out, and make sure you catch it. And we'll be talking everything from construction, home improvement type stuff, on the residential side of things, and this is your insider for all you pros out there. Thanks for listening to Around the House Pro Insider.
Around the House with Eric G. is produced by, designed by Eric G. in association with Salem Media and distributed nationally by the Sun Broadcast Group. All rights reserved. Copyright 2020, designed by Eric G. We will be back next week. If you missed part of the show, check out the podcast of all of our shows at AroundTheHouseOnline.com. Remember, measure with a micrometer, mark with caulk, and cut with an axe. Thanks for listening to Around the House.